Stop scrolling. This could save a 20-something's life. I used to think cancer was something that happened to other people, older people. Then I found the numbers. 20% of colorectal cancer cases, people under 50. That shattered everything I thought I knew.
You're being paranoid again, Maya. This is just another one of your research rabbit holes. I never thought I'd be here. Because of a research paper, you won't.
Knowledge isn't just power. Sometimes it's the difference between catching something early and wishing you had. The scariest truths are often the ones we ignore, but facing them, that's how we take control of our future.
Colorectal cancer might not be something most university students think about, but understanding it early can make a real difference. While it's more common in older adults, rates among younger people have been increasing, and many cases are preventable or highly treatable when caught early. In this video, we'll break down what colorectal cancer is, the risk factors you should know about, early warning signs that are often overlooked, and simple steps that you can take to protect your health. Whether it's for yourself, a friend, or a family member, this is information that empowers you to make informed choices now and in the future.
The digestive system is responsible for breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and removing waste from the body. The colon and rectum are the final parts of the system, helping move waste out of the body. Colorectal cancer develops when abnormal cells grow in these areas and begin to interfere with this process. Most colorectal cancers begins as polyps, which are small growths that form on the lining of the colon and rectum. While many polyps are harmless, some can slowly develop into cancer over time if they aren't detected and removed. This is why early screening plays such an important role in preventing colorectal cancer.
Colorectal cancer is one of the most common and deadly cancers in the United States, affecting both men and women. Although the overall lifetime risk is similar, men tend to face higher risk at younger ages, and certain racial and ethnic groups, particularly Black individuals and American Indians/Native Americans, experience higher rates of diagnosis and death. While polyps and colorectal cancer are more common among ages 45 and 50, rising cases among people under 50 highlight the importance of awareness, prevention, and early detection at every age.
Colorectal cancer often does not cause noticeable symptoms in its early stages, which can make it difficult to detect without screening. As the disease progresses, symptoms may include persistent changes in bowel habits such as diarrhea, constipation, or thin stools. Other warning signs can include blood in the stool, ongoing abdominal pain or cramping, a feeling that the bowel doesn't fully empty, unexplained weight loss, and ongoing fatigue or weakness. Because these symptoms can also be caused by less serious conditions, they are sometimes ignored. But if they persist or worsen, it's important to speak with your healthcare provider, as early evaluation can lead to better outcomes.
Many cases of colorectal cancer can be prevented through healthy lifestyle choices and early screening. Eating a balanced diet, staying physically active, limiting alcohol, and avoiding smoking can help lower risk. Screening is especially important because it can detect and remove polyps before they turn into cancer, making prevention possible, not just early detection.
Getting screened at the right time is one of the most effective ways to lower your risk for colorectal cancer. For people at average risk, screening is recommended to begin at 45. Those with a family history of colorectal cancer or polyps may need to start earlier, often at age 40 or 10 years before the age of a family member was diagnosed. Individuals with conditions like inflammatory bowel disease or a history of abdominal radiation should talk with their healthcare providers about when to begin screening. If you think you may be at higher risk, it's important to have this conversation early to create a screening plan that's right for you.
There are several colorectal cancer screening options, each with different benefits. Stool-based tests can be done at home and check for hidden blood or abnormal DNA in the stool. A colonoscopy allows doctors to examine the entire colon and remove polyps during the same procedure, making it both a screening and prevention tool. Another option is CT colonography, also known as a virtual colonoscopy, which uses imaging to create detailed pictures of the colon and rectum, but requires follow-up colonoscopy if abnormalities are found.
The fecal occult blood test looks for hidden blood in the stool and is done at home, but it must be repeated regularly and cannot detect polyps directly. A colonoscopy allows doctors to examine the entire colon and remove polyps during the same procedure, making it the most comprehensive option. Colonoscopies are often stigmatized or feared, but most people are comfortable under anesthesia during the procedure and report little to no discomfort, making it a highly effective and manageable screening option. Cologuard is a stool-based DNA test that checks for blood and abnormal DNA linked to cancer, offering a non-invasive at-home option, though abnormal results will require a follow-up with a colonoscopy. Colorectal cancer is one of the most common and deadly cancers in the United States, but it is often preventable and highly treatable when detected early. CRC can affect people of all ages, and rates are increasing in adults under 50, making awareness important even for younger populations. Most colorectal cancers begin as polyps, which can be found and removed before they turn into cancer through routine screening. Screening options vary, including stool-based tests, colonoscopy, flexible sigmoidoscopy, and virtual colonoscopy, each with different benefits and limitations. Screening recommendations depend on individual risks, including age, family history, and medical conditions, so talking with a healthcare provider is key. Pay attention to signs and symptoms and seek medical advice early, which can improve outcomes. Making informed choices about lifestyles and screening can significantly reduce the risk of colorectal cancer.